think many people want to write their life history. I think most people have thought about it at one time or another. But it's easy to procrastinate and vacillate and delay because of competition for time and wondering if it's of interest. But I can tell you that it's the most worthwhile project for yourself and for your readers and your progeny. I can't emphasize enough the value it has meant to my family. And I think it might be of importance someday to my great-grandchildren. I have 2 great-grandchildren now. One of them is a month old, and one of them is a year old. But hopefully someday I'll have a great many more, and 20 years from now, those kids might be reading that book. I think they will.
You know, your life story can be an excellent teaching tool for your children and grandchildren and for generations to come. As you share your life's lessons, they can sometimes learn lessons easier than having to experience anything that would be difficult for themselves. It's nice to learn from others. And they have just embraced these volumes with all their hearts and seem to cherish them, which is what we had hoped for.
Well, I think creating life histories is something that creates a huge legacy that you can share with people of, you know, of all generations, of all times. It crosses the time, it crosses geographic location, and it makes it so that you can share the things that are important to you with people that aren't even born yet. And you never know what profound effect that will have on somebody else.
We just buried the oldest sibling of my husband's family just 2 weeks ago. And now we have her on video sharing her memories. We have pictures of her growing up. It's a wonderful thing to have once someone is gone and you can go back and remember, especially hearing them speak. That's wonderful.
Well, my experience with my mother and father and sharing their life story is, I think it was twofold. Number one, as children, we wanted to know about their lives. And number two, as people age, I think they feel a need, especially if they're a close family, to share their story. You know, not all of us have done great, wonderful things that have a broad appeal to a lot of people, but I think every single one of us has a story or an incident or a life experience that could be shared at an intimate level with a family member. And it's interesting, when our folks, my parents, did their book, I'd known them for 50 years, and there were still things in that book that I did not know. And I think that's what happens. When it's down and it's on paper, it becomes reality. And so future generations, that story's not going to change. It's not going to evolve. It's documented.
Putting my life story on paper has given me a lot of peace of mind. I just think, oh, that's so good. It's done. It's just a wonderful thing to just see there. I can read it, I can touch it, I can feel it, I can look at it. It brings about a lot of soul searching. I think it makes me a better person.